I made a big mistake. I created another timeline. Flash?
There are consequences to time travel. We're not gods. We're men who have been given extraordinary abilities.
Greetings, Earthlings. I'm just kidding. I don't really talk like that.
A sense of humor. That's new.
At least something's an improvement in this timeline.
I've kissed Iris twice, and I have managed to erase both times from existence.
I hate it when that happens.
You guys want to train?
Let's train, speedster style. You gotta think, anticipate.
What kind of hero are you gonna be? Are you just gonna take a do-over every time you make a mistake? Or live with them and move forward?
Barry, I'm falling asleep here. Can we level up or something?
You've always been my hero. I'm gonna show you who's the fastest man alive.
There's no one who can stop us now.
There's one person who can.
Who?
The Flash.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. New Flash footage. So we got Rogue War stuff going on. We have Jesse Quick, we have Dr. Alchemy, all kinds of villains debuting in episode 2. So many really big things being revealed in this episode. This is really like all the stuff that they didn't have room for in that first episode. So we go back to Earth 2. We learned some of the consequences of Flashpoint. The title of the episode is Paradox, so you can see how they're playing with the title Flashpoint Paradox with the first 2 episodes. So we'll see how they weave the idea of a paradox itself, like a time paradox, into the episode itself. Because typically paradoxes just create contradictory situations, things that normally aren't supposed to exist. So you have Speedster, Jesse Quick, looks like they're rolling that out way faster. Didn't expect her till episode 3, so we get them back. It looks like Barry also goes to Jay Garrick's Earth, unless some Flashpoint twist brings him to our Earth. It just seems like when he goes to other Earths, they change the way they film the scenes, like they make it look a little bit dreamier. So either way, he's talking to Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick's like, dude, are you gonna take a do-over every time you do something that you think is a mistake? He basically tells him he's a dumbass for Flashpoint. But then we also see Mirror Master in Top. So that's who these 2 characters are. I know it doesn't seem like, classic Mirror Master, but he's going to be the Sam Scudder version of the character. Top is a man in the comics, but they gender flipped her. We obviously see Dr. Alchemy. So there's this twist in the comics whereby some of the rogues were working with Dr. Alchemy. That's how I think they accomplished that mirror scratch in the first episode. That was Mirror Master scratching Alchemy for Dr. Alchemy. So while The Flash versus Dr. Alchemy is going to be like one of the big things this year, there's also this internal rogue war that's going on between Mirror Master and Top and Captain Cold and a bunch of other rogues. So you basically have like a bunch of the classic Flash rogues that are split down the middle, and it looks like Dr. Alchemy might be working with these 2. We also see Cisco using his vibe powers to save Barry from the rival, so we know that he's either the rival already or he becomes the rival in this episode. It just seems like Dr. Alchemy is influencing a bunch of the villains on the show. And the interesting thing about Dr. Alchemy, it remains to be seen how they changed the character from the comics. A lot of you know about the Albert Desmond, Mr. Element, who's kind of like this split personality person who by day is a totally normal scientist, but his split personality is the Dr. Alchemy, Mr. Element personality, the villain. So that might be what's going on with Tom Felton's character, because his name on the TV show has been revealed as Julian Albert, not Julian Dorn. So I think they were using like part of a fake name to throw you off a little bit. So Julian Albert, Albert Desmond, Mr. Element. So I think that's what's going on with Dr. Alchemy this season. So he might be a split personality, or he might be a combination of a couple different versions of the Dr. Alchemy character. Albert Desmond was the first one. The second one was a different person. His name was Alexander Petrov, but he was created by Jeff Johns, and he's just the next person to pick up the mantle after Albert Desmond. So like last year when we got the big Zoom reveal, people were like, maybe Zoom is like the alternate personality of Jay Garrick, like he has a split personality, and that's why when he's walking around as Jay Garrick, he doesn't know about Zoom. But then they went the Hunter Zolomon route, so maybe they are doing split personality in this episode. But that might be what we're seeing here when we see Barry get blasted with this blue lightning here, him fighting Dr. Alchemy. But there's just a whole bunch of villains, so I'll try to explain who each of them are when they debut. Like what they're doing with the Top character, what they're doing with the Mirror Master character. So like Mirror Master, for instance, a lot of you know about the Mirror World. They said they're not doing that this year. Mirror Master of the Flash TV show, at least in season 3, will just be traveling between mirrors. They won't really be doubling down on the spaces between the mirrors, just the idea that he travels between reflective surfaces. But the other funny tease here is that Barry stops the motorcycle with his finger here. They might be pushing deeper into the Savitar plotline idea of people giving and taking speed, like Barry just completely leeching the kinetic energy from the bike. It's just the whole idea behind Savitar's character is that you can siphon speed you can control the speed force itself instead of just taking it the way they took it from Barry last season. But for those of you that are wondering, there still seems to be confusion about this. This Black Flash is called the Rival. He is not Savitar. Savitar is a completely different character. We don't know if they've cast him yet or not. It might be one of the big secrets of the season. Like they ripped the Rival's mask off. Not gonna be a big secret this season. So Dr. Alchemy wearing the mask with the modulated voice, who is Tobin Bell, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. But Savitar is like the other big mystery. So Savitar, Dr. Alchemy, big mysteries of the season. So let me know what you guys are pumped for. I know seeing Jessie Quick be a speedster is going to be a lot of fun. We can't really tell what kind of costume she's going to be wearing because she's wearing sweats here when she's like, hey, let's go work out. But the torn jeans kind of remind me of like her early 90s designs. But get hype, and there is a new round of the Flash giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. There's a whole bunch of Doctor Strange time gem footage, so I'll probably do a video for that next. Then I'll catch up with Luke Cage. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. They started New York Comic Con and they did a Defenders Netflix and chill session. So I'll probably post that video too. Defenders, Netflix and chill. It's gonna be awesome. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here for my Flash episode 1 video and you can click here for my Arrow episode 1 video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.